think
for
of
us for Eternity Code.
yeah. What
Because
do you
we're
think
getting
of it?
Eternity Code at
What
the
do you think
minute.
of the archetypes
For what?
I think
Of
it's
what
cool.
archetype?
For Eternity
because
Code or
like
for Rise of the Duelist?
Rise of the Duelist.
Oh, Rise of the Duelist. Um,
I think they're
I don't like Marfay. I liked them at the start, and then I've kind
Oh
of
come
gone
on,
off them.
come on, it's cute.
They need a lot. I'll say that much. For me, they need a lot more
Oh
support.
yeah,
They are not. They can do a lot of interactions on your opponent's turn, but they shouldn't have been an Xyz deck. I think they should have been like something else because they
yeah.
require too much of them being in hand to do stuff. Personally, I think they should
Yeah.
have
What
been a
else have we
Saber
got?
deck. We have, according to this,
Flame
there's
Noble
only
Knight.
one
What
list
about that?
on. Was it?
Flame
Who's
Noble Knight as well. What do you think? What do
eh,
you think about Flame Noble Knight?
it's good. I've seen it go off.
Mm,
It's all right. We have
it's
Gaia,
okay.
the Fierce Knight support
Oh,
with
that
Catapult
deck is
Turtle.
so much fun. It's so much fun that guy deck because you go through your wee play and you just smack your opponent. Oh, it's so good.
We have
It's a terrible archetype with three amazing cards, but three amazing cards do not do anything to a deck. Like, I mean, Gaia was it Magical Knight is ridiculously good. The new Curse of Dragon is ridiculously good, and the fusion spell is pretty good. The fail spell is ridiculously good, but that's it. You know.
mm,
I am hurt by that foray of words there, Jacob. You're sounding awfully much like you're describing cubics, and I'm quite offended.
Yeah, I love cubics. I
what
love cubics. All
four
right, I
good
love
cards
cubics.
and the rest is again. Yeah.
Four good cards
um,
to punch your opponent in the face. Cubics.
I mean,
uh,
Duza, Crimson Nova,
Karma,
Unification. In fact, you know what? Fuck it.
Karma.
All the cubic cards are great. You don't know what you're talking about. They're all the same.
The
Well,
real MVP is Buster Gundle. The real MVP
Oh
is
man,
Buster
man,
Gundle.
the what like 7 times I've ever managed to summon him, I've never lost that game.
mm,
Anything that has 3k attack can attack 3 times, and if you manage to get rid of it, I get 3, possibly 4 searches and a draw. Nut.
Not. Right.
Absolutely amazing. And
the ne-
Dharma and Ascension and Omen have only made it better.
the next
Are
the
you
We
next
can
okay,
go
Zach?
archetype
first.
the website
We
lists
can go first.
Nemesis. Nemesis is the next
Nemesis.
archetype on the list. This is the new one that's like
See,
all the different attributes
I
and
think
creature
Nemesis is pretty
types.
sweet. It looks really cool.
yeah.
It revolves around the Banner Zone as well, so I don't know. From what I've seen, you have to run like a lot of one-offs and stuff to make it like fully
See
come off,
the
if you know what
boss
I mean.
monsters. The boss monsters are
Are
really good,
great outside
but
the
that's it.
yeah.
You know.
It's not really
Um,
next up's Ancient Warriors, Dynasty Warriors dot deck, my favorite deck.
I think it's terrible. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? It's brilliant. They're getting
Terrible. Get
they're
off your
getting their
channel.
battle hand trap. They're
Then
getting their
the
negate.
high
They're
voice of a
getting
man who
Gareth,
knows he's wrong.
Gareth, get it
yeah.
off your channel
Why?
because it's a bad deck.
It's good.
Bad cards are bad.
I'm giving you grief. It's fine. It's an okay deck, but you just won't. It's a good deck, but you won't win many tournaments with it.
No, it's a fun deck. It's more of a fun deck than it is
It's a
anything
fun
else.
deck. Fun
I
deck.
Gareth,
just
to be
like
fair,
quoting
you
Dynasty
find
Warriors
fun
whenever.
decks of stuff like Time Lords, FAs.
No.
You
Time
know,
Lord's fun for the guy playing Time Lords. Playing against Time Lords is the complete opposite.
you know what? I was actually maybe like 2, 3 minutes ago. I was about to say this is a great collection of people to do this podcast, especially with the decks we're talking about, because we're all people who play and tend to like grindy games. But Gareth
Yeah.
doesn't like grindy games. He likes games where nothing happens at all.
I
It's
said
not
my
even
Time Lord
solitaire.
set
Everything's
5 back
solitary.
row. Ooh.
Gareth's just like, I'm
Set
looking at
5
a group
back
of
row where
cards and
3 of them
going,
are Waking the Dragon. Have my opponent Lightning Storm them with 3 Ultimate Falcon on the rest of the turn. You can ash one of them. You can't ash all 3 of them.
See, my thing is Garth doesn't know how to play the game, so
No, it's Ian.
Oh, we can't give Ian grief. He can't. He's not. He isn't here to defend himself.
Here,
The shit cunt.
if he watches it, he'll be salty in the comments, and then
Well,
Really?
next
we'll get
archetype.
like
Well,
200 comments and all the traction for this video we'll ever need.
Come in.
Ian's a one-man flame war. You know what I mean?
Oh, sick.
well, the
Love
next
you,
one is
Ian.
Jacob's favorite deck.
My
The
favorite
next
deck.
one's your favorite deck, Megalith. It's
Oh,
getting
it's
the
so
one
good.
level 2.
To be fair,
Cool.
I know what I said, Jacob. I know what I said, and I stand by what I said. But I'm still going to pick Megalith up because I think it's sweet.
It's so good. It's so good. Thul,
I'm starting to go
Thul is
Jetwig.
the thing. Thul will make the deck strong. But it's a pity about waiting so long because we get on form around the corner. Um,
Yeah.
actually, the thing that a lot of people need to understand as well, for anyone who is watching this that is wanting to pick it up, especially you, Zakk, um, there is a ruling. I can't remember what it's called. Is it the Pebble? The Pebble ruling, which was the thing that Ross was speaking about a while ago, is that if you have to use monsters for the tribute of a ritual monster, you have to kind of fulfill. You have to fulfill it with like the least amount of things possible. So I'll tell you the example. So if you're trying to summon a level 8, so say Bethor, if you're trying to summon Bethor, you have to use another either a level 8 monster on its own, or if you're using one of the wee ones, you have to use two level 4 monsters, and that's it. You can't use a level 4 and a level 8. Do you know where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So the Pebble ruling is a restrictive ruling so that you don't waste or activate everything in your hand and tribute everything in your hand to summon a big monster. But that would be one thing I would, you know,
No,
encourage people
it's
to.
definitely something that's worth passing on to other people. I'm actually quite appreciative you told me that as well. But I think like I say that Megalith's bad. That's just because I've tested with it on like online's a different experience, obviously. But
Yeah, I'm terrible online. I can't play
yeah,
online to save myself.
yeah, I know. And plus with yugioh Pro being automated, it's like holding your hand for you, and if you fuck up even then, it's your own fault. But
Shut up.
with like this is really hard for me because like obviously when I have the deck in my hands, it'll be a different experience because then I can actually tech it, play with people in the scene in my locals whenever we're allowed outside. You know, it'll be a different experience then, and we'll actually see the true metal of what the deck can do. But even then, like, I don't actually know if you guys know this about me, but my favorite monster, like, card type is Ritual.
Yeah,
I love
same.
Ritual monsters. And with the amount of, like, generic Ritual-based stuff that we have, I mean, 3 prep, 3 pre-pep, all of the good shit. I mean, Ritual decks are better than they have been in so long. I mean, they're not top in tournaments or anything because, Ritual monsters go on the main deck. You need spells to play them. They're not very good. But I mean, Necros is still a great deck. I've seen a couple of relinquished lists about that are actually kind of cool.
Vendread, we're good.
Vendread were good. I still really love Vendread, even though they just needed a couple more things. But
They
Megalith,
needed good. They needed good main deck monsters because the main deck monsters for that deck aren't even used. I don't even think people use them.
I mean, what, like
No,
Core, Hound Horde?
Yeah, but that was it.
that's about
It
it,
was
I
like
think.
Unizombie,
Mm.
Mizuki.
Uh,
But like Megalith,
I'm gonna
I'm
skip
definitely going
most
to
of this
pick
list,
up
by the
and
way, because a
definitely
lot of it's
play
already lost.
because it's a new ritual deck. It looks sweet.
Yeah.
Tech choices could be the entire thing that makes it good. I don't know. But I think
Yeah.
it's sweet. It's my favorite of them. Definitely.
Uh, I'm gonna skip
And
most of this
Adam,
list because a lot of it's one-offs, if you know what I mean. So we have Tenyi,
yeah,
Draconian, Noble Knight, Noble Arms. We've talked about that, right? Forbidden, Polymerization, Fusion, Rika, Chaos, Shadal, Deep Siege, Arumi. The only two really of note on the list that's left is Dark Lord, which got 5 cards.
mm,
I
Um,
think
Pleasure.
I think it'll be good for Dark Lord and make them playable in Master Rule 5. I think that's all it will do.
Well,
it
like you have
gives
to
them
look
the
at it.
choice.
Is pleasure is really good. That's it. That's it. There's one. They got one good monster. I do like. I love Lucifer. I think Lucifer is amazing, but it's terrible. Like I like it, but it's not that good. It should have been a lot more. Because of how like you can't just summon it. Like it takes setup and it takes a lot of material to summon that monster, and it should have been far better. It should have been like really, really
The
good.
risk the risk reward on it is skewed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, as I was saying, I
I
can't
like the
remember if I was
artwork.
saying to. Yeah, artwork's brilliant. I was saying, I think I can't remember if I said it was the you Chris or you Jacob, but it's like when they were making a lot of the support, it feels like they were filling holes in weaknesses that weren't initially like that were there, and they were trying to fix them. So one of the major issues with Dark Lords was that they didn't have a way of wiping the opponent's board really on their turn,
Yeah, yeah,
and they didn't have a way of gaining a whole lot of life or putting. They were like, I think they were trying to fix holes and strategies, and like the next one that we'll probably be talking about, which is a big one, Frighters got.
Whoa, this is
Ooh.
excited.
It's like
That stuff
you
is.
give you give Dark Lords a tomato where you give Fluffles gold.
Yeah,
Like
that, that I don't understand how they did that. I honestly don't. There must be someone who works in Konami that just loves Fluffle, because
It's
it did it.
Alex.
It was Alex. Alex got his like Make a Wish Foundation thing. So like,
Shout out to Alex Workey.
no, he's bad. But
our
but
resident
I
Six
don't like.
Sands player.
It's you're given an archetype, right? You're giving an archetype another monster that like just goes to the board. Because Tiger wasn't good enough apparently. You now give them their own like super poly to a degree, and you're giving them even more search power, which the in Fluffle you have like 6 cards that draw you cards. I mean, uh, I'm just done. I'm just done.
Yeah,
I don't get why.
Bear
The
plus
stuff.
wings. Bear plus wings.
No,
yeah.
they've given them another right. They give them a trap card version of like toy vendor, right? They didn't need another toy vendor.
Toy
It's the
vendor
fact
was
that
fine. Toy vendor was fine. So
it's a toy vendor that isn't as good as the original, but it pops. But it's another name. Like there's now 6 toy vendors, which means you can just use like wings like a bazillion amount of times. You don't have to worry about getting rid of your spell version of toy vendor because you want to keep it there. You don't really care about the trap card, so you can now send the trap card with wings, get your 15 billion draws, get all your searches, and then you know, just kill your opponent. Like, why didn't they just
It
do that
gives
to
them
something else? I'm,
the when I
I'm
did the
hurt. I'm
video.
triggered. I am triggered about this bloody deck.